Good day, everyone. Today, Group 1 will present about 21st century globalization and multicultural skills. These two are very important because they prepare us not just as students but as future professionals and citizens of the world. Globalization is the process of world shrinkage as Thomas Larson described. Distances become shorter and things move closer. In simple words, it means that the world is becoming more connected through trade, technology, communication, and culture. Globalization is all around us. You can see it in the food we eat, like sushi in New York or Italian pizza in Tokyo. Tech giants connect us worldwide, allowing real-time collaborations and video calls. On the other hand, these multicultural skills to be discussed by Shane Manrique.
So we will also be discussing about multicultural skills. So these are abilities we use to understand, to respect, and to work effectively to people from different cultures, races, religions, and backgrounds. So, meaning we use these abilities in order for us to avoid misunderstanding and to foster communication and harmony to other people. So, for instance, in a classroom, there is a transferee who is from different countries. So basically, he has different backgrounds and cultures. So his classmates need to have the multicultural skills, meaning they need to respect him, they need to understand him so that he will feel included and he will feel accepted to his new environment. So we have discussed globalization and multicultural skills. So we will move on to the importance of globalization to be discussed by Ms. Stephanie Toledo.
Let's move on to the importance of globalization. Globalization is the process of countries becoming more connected through trade, communication, technology, and culture. One of its biggest benefits is that it helps societies become more united. When countries work together, they can grow economically by sharing goods, services, and ideas. It also encourages global cooperation, allowing nations to support one another and solve worldwide challenges such as climate change or health crisis more effectively. In education, globalization helps schools improve the quality of teaching. By learning from other education systems around the world, schools can adopt better methods and tools. This creates a more competitive learning environment, preparing students to succeed not just locally but also on a global level. Globalization also helps students develop important life skills. As they are exposed to different cultures and ideas, they learn to be more adaptable and open minded. Being able to adjust to new situations and understand different viewpoints prepares students for both higher education and future careers in a global society. Next in our discussion, Diana Lagisma will focus on the negative impact of globalization.
Hi everyone, I'm Diana Milagisma and now I'm going to explain to you the negative impact of globalizations on the society, school, and students. Let's start with the society wherein, as we can observe nowadays, the loss of local cultures and tradition and the widening gap between the rich and poor. It's because of the technology and the powerful internet. Nowadays, mas preferred na ng mga tao ang gumamit ng mga technology for the communications, especially in the transportations and education. For the second bullet, one perfect example for that is the in Manila they have the state of art computer lab, while in the rural area they struggle from the outdated technology. Like here in Balyo Integrated School, where they use very traditional school practices. We have also here the negative impact of globalizations on student life. So we all knows that not all student can afford gadget and afford nila yung mga internet. So alam naman natin, especially sa mga rural area, na hindi kaya ng hindi kaya abutin ng internet. So they struggle from the outdated informations and technology. So thank you for listening, class. So let's welcome the next reporter, Kuya Darrell Carlos.
Hello everyone! Once again, I'm Daryl Carlos and I'd like to discuss the development of multicultural skills. Multicultural skills are abilities that will help us to understand, appreciate, interact effectively and respectfully with people from different cultures. Moreover, in developing multicultural skills, it involves three key principles. So first, the awareness. Awareness is being mindful of your own identity, biases, and assumptions. So it means that we should understand and respect diverse cultures. Second principle is the knowledge. Knowledge is gaining insights into different cultures, including their histories, traditions, and values. Then lastly is the skills. Skills, it refers the acquiring practical strategies to engage with individuals from diverse cultures in respectful and effective ways. That concludes my report. Next, Ma'am Syra Cleo Faizalon and Ma'am Shane Manrique will discuss the different multicultural skills.
Thank you, Mr. Darrell John Carlos. Hello, everyone. I am Sarah Cleofe Bizalon and I will be discussing about 3 different multicultural skills. So for the first one, we have open-mindedness. It is a valuable multicultural skill that involves embracing diversity, having a non-judgmental attitude, being flexible, curious, and respectful. For example, a student from a Western country learns about the traditional clothing and customs of their Muslim classmates' culture during a school project. So what do? They ask respectful questions and show genuine interest, broadening their understanding and appreciation of diversity. Second one is respect for diversity. It is a multicultural skill that involves valuing differences, having an inclusive attitude, empathy, and cultural sensitivity. For example, during a group discussion, a student acknowledges and values the different opinions and perspectives of their classmates from various cultural backgrounds, creating a safe and inclusive space for everyone to share their thoughts. Let's move on to the third multicultural skill. Empathy involves understanding others' perspectives, recognizing emotions, considering cultural differences, and active listening. For example, when a student joins the class, struggling to adjust to the new environment, a classmate notices their struggles and offers support, listening to their concerns and helping them feel more comfortable and included. These skills help students build positive relationships, foster a sense of community, and create welcoming and inclusive school environment. Now, let's have Shane Manrique as she discusses other multicultural skills.
So Miss Syra discussed the first 3 multicultural skills, and I will discuss the last 2 multicultural skills, which are adaptability and cultural awareness. So when we say adaptability, it is the ability to adjust to new situations or different situations, people, and cultures. So for instance, there is a new student who joins the classroom, but he has different language. So his classmates need to be adaptable, meaning they have to talk with him with simple words, with simple gestures, so that he will feel included and he will feel accepted by his new classmates. Next is the cultural awareness. So cultural awareness is about knowing and respecting that people have different beliefs, cultures, and practices. So for instance, in a classroom, everyone should have cultural awareness so that respect is still there and also to avoid misunderstanding.
Now let's move on to the importance of multicultural skills. The first one is in society. Multicultural skills promote peaceful coexistence despite diversity. For example, during national events like United Nations Day, people from different backgrounds come together to celebrate cultural pride and unity. The second one is in schools. They strengthen cultural programs and foster cooperations among learners. For instance, When students from different ethnic groups work together on projects, they learn to respect and value each other's contributions. The last one is for students. These skills prepare us for international opportunities and shape us into global citizens. For example, a student who joins an exchange program or interact with foreign classmates online can adapt better in communication effectively. Next is the conclusion to be discussed by Ms. Ray Caladit.
So, in conclusion, education today is more than just gaining knowledge in books. It is about preparing students for a global society. Um, learning, edu- Learning globalization and multicultural skills are essential because schools are the first place where young people encounter diversity through classrooms, group work, and cultural exchange. Students develop the ability to communicate across differences, respect others' perspectives, and collaborate with people from all backgrounds. These experiences help break stereotypes, reduce prejudice, and build empathy. But education does more than just connect cultures. It, it equips future leaders to face global challenges together, whether it's working in international businesses, solving environmental issues, um, or promoting peace. Students who learn multicultural skills are better prepared for to make a difference. In the end, education becomes the bridge that shapes not only successful professionals but also compassionate and responsible global citizens. And that's all.
Let's check your learning. Scan the QR code with your phone and answer the quiz prepared by our group. Enjoy!